Little stroll. Subway is totally empty. There's only like one person over there. Totally empty. Usually there's tons of people on the platform. But I guess lockdown begins at 8 p.m. So I wanted to get some footage of deserted New York City before I'm confined to my apartment for the next who knows how many weeks. This is 59th Street. It's usually super overcrowded with people. Pretty deserted. This platform over here is usually super packed. That's where the one is. I could take the one uptown, but I'm gonna walk down Broadway instead. I can see a lot more that way. Circle, Trump Towers, Central Park. This area is usually packed with people. As you see, deserted. I would like to go for a stroll through Central Park, but when I'm done filming, I need to go back to my apartment because I have things I want to work on. Central Park. Usually it's like this area is packed with people. Okay. A deserted Central Park. Never would have imagined I would see such a thing.
So right now, like, oh, right now, in a short term.
I'm not gonna narrate. Deserted. It's so weird seeing New York look like a ghost town. I mean, I can walk over here. This is a bike lane. The bikers get so hostile when people walk in the biking lane, but I mean, there's nobody out here. So I'm gonna walk down to where my church is, which is at 52nd Street. And then from there, I'll cut through Central Park, walk over to Port Authority, and then hop on the subway back to my apartment. Look at that, deserted. This is West 56th Street. I think I'm on Broadway.
I have some I can give you. It's just such.
Deserted. Broadway classic. I've never seen like the movie or the play or anything, though I do know what the story is about. Womb to tomb, sperm to worm. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you do. We are living in the yellow submarine. The yellow submarine.
This is my church. Times Square Church. I love my church. I'm grateful that they're still live streaming the word, just the worship team and the pastors. It is just so weird seeing Times Square be like a ghost town. That is something I never would have imagined I would see. Instead of street evangelists. All walked 9 blocks in 9 minutes. I can move pretty fast. This is Times Square. It's a major tourist destination. It's just always packed with people all year long, all day, all night. No cars, hardly. No people, hardly. It's usually super congested, particularly in the summertime when it's warm out. I'm amazed. I don't know if my commentary is annoying or not. I hope it's not. I really needed this stroll. I was sick most of January and February. I think I had a cold, and at one point it turned into the flu, and at another point it turned into bronchitis. Me and my really close friend, the two of us, we hang out a lot and we both get colds really easily. So I think we were reinfecting each other too. And then right at the end of February, when I started feeling better, is when all this stuff with Corona started to kick off. So I've been slightly self-quarantined for like 2 months. Usually I go to the gym 5 days a week. All through January and February, I think I was only going like once a week. Because when I get bronchitis, it makes me like super fatigued. It's gonna go really fast.
We'll see. People have gone to their couple houses already.
Oh, I'm not shaking the camera too much. Okay, here it is, deserted Times Square. Always congested with people, all day, all night, all year long. Maybe like really early in the morning, maybe around 5 or 6 a.m. it slows down a teeny tiny bit. But as soon as the sun starts coming up again, I could have just went. I don't know why I hesitated. Because this person's driving so slow. Everything, I mean, the food places are open, but only for takeout and delivery. See, to go only. See, and it's like quiet too, that's another thing. No horns honking, no people yelling. It's just like totally quiet. Oh, I should have brought my selfie stick. What was I thinking? What was I even thinking? I took the D to 59th Street. From there, I walked through Columbus Circle, walked down Broadway, still walking down Broadway. Then I'm gonna cut over to 42nd Street and 8th Avenue and hop on a train back to Harlem. This is historical, so I had to make sure I documented this. I said to myself, don't be lazy. Get up and go record it, because who knows when the next time you'll be able to see something like this is going to be. No traffic, no people. No kidding, Aisha. I said that building was so beautiful. I don't even know what it is. Okay. This is like the worst street to walk down. This is 42nd Street. And I'm between Broadway and 8th Avenue. This street is always ridiculously crowded. It is just so crazy seeing it so deserted. Is that the news? Why, yes it is. Maybe I'll be in the background. Whoop. I meant to do this last week, not last week, yesterday, which is Saturday. Just stroll down 8th Avenue, stroll down Broadway, and just record everything deserted. I was kind of running errands and doing chores and stuff, and just didn't get around to it. I could have did it tomorrow too, because I'm off of work tomorrow, but again, I think lockdown begins tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm not fully sure exactly what that means. I don't know if that means we can't leave our apartments at all, or maybe we have a curfew. I'm not positive what that means. Usually I would get on the subway over there, but I'm gonna go over here, Port Authority. Woo. All right, well, this is 8th Avenue. Crazy, right? Totally deserted. Closed. would love to just stroll down 8th Avenue right now because it is a nice sunny day out, but I need to get home. My job is right up that way. Port Authority. Empty. Totally empty. This is the bus terminal where you get on the Greyhound or Trailways or whatever. It's always packed because it's a bus terminal, but as you see, it's empty. Empty as can be. This train station is always packed, empty. Empty and quiet. This is Port Authority. Is that my train? Empty and quiet. Train coming. Doesn't look like it. All right. Got all the footage I wanted. This is West 145th Street. To me, it looks the same way it always looks. Maybe slightly less crowded.
That's what 45th is doing nowadays. That's pretty good. And he was slamming it.
So beautiful. Everyone's got their masks. They must have bought their mask early on. I didn't buy a mask, so my mom's like, "Where's your mask?" I ain't got one. Well, use your scarf, says my mother. Oh, I think this is a line to get into Dwayne Reed. I was in here. This is a line to get into Dwayne Reed. I think. I was in here yesterday and the line was so long. They had security in there and everything. Wow. 10 customers in a store at a time. Yep. That's the line to get into Dwayne Reed. Dang. Good thing I went yesterday. I'm walking in Superfood Town. There's a few things that I tried to get from Food Town yesterday, but they were all out of. Superfood Town is never all out of anything that I need, like ever. Yes, there are supermarkets in the city. There's just no parking lots. How you doing? Yes, there's... that guy threw me off. Yes, there's supermarkets in the city. There's just no parking lots, so only buy what you can carry. How you doing? You too. So beautiful. Make sure I'm not about to get hit by no cars. Look at that, it's so gorgeous. Hope I'm not moving the camera too much. I've been living in this neighborhood 6 years. I don't think I will ever get used to this hill. It is such a workout going up this hill. And I'm someone who's in shape. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow and the day after, I'm not going nowhere. I feel like I've been running errands, cleaning and cooking for like the past 2 days. Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? The leaders of the Harlem Renaissance lived right here in this neighborhood. Gorgeous, right?